Hello Facebook, hello YouTube, what is up everybody? This is Ruben. I'm back with another Ruben Report. For today's update, I wanted to take some time to celebrate this milestone that we have very recently hit. Over the past couple of weeks, actually, I noticed not only did we surpass 100 subscribers, but this very video will also be my 100th video. I just wanted to say thank you to you all who have been following along my journeys ever since day one. I know the majority of you have been with me since my days with the RX-3, and also a good chunk of you have come to the channel because of my new bike, and maybe even some of you who have very recently stumbled across my page because of the door dashing and Uber Eats stuff that I've been doing. So regardless of how long you've been with me or where it is you came from, I'm just here to say thank you for continuing to chime in and support and see what I've been up to. And it's because of you guys of why it is that I continue to make videos like these, documenting my experience, and just wanted to share my journey with motorcycle ownership and many other things in general. So with this video, I also want to do a short little update with my KLR, and just also go a little bit into detail, talk about certain things that, well, haven't talked about on this channel just yet. You know, I mean, why is it that I just all of a sudden, you know, wanted to start doing food deliveries? I know in another video I talked about mentioning it last year around August time frame, but you know, why is that? Why is it that I just want to start doing food deliveries with my motorcycle now? So, before we get into all that, let's take a look at the mileage on the bike, see where we're currently at, and we are currently at 16,425.6 miles. So a little over 5,200 miles since I purchased this bike. There's been a lot of rainy weather. I was also myself under the weather, not feeling too well for the past week. So there's been a lot of on and off riding, obviously. A little bit more frequent riding as well, doing the food deliveries, but also just haven't been doing that as frequently either. But 5,200 miles thus far on the bike, and again, it's been running like a clock. Every time that I want to go out to ride it, it's been ready. Just the weather conditions and other circumstances, well, I would rather take one of my other vehicles to go to work instead of riding around in flooded city streets. But with springtime finally coming around, temperatures are starting to warm up a bit. It's still going to be rainy, but at least it's not going to be rainy and cold. Like, riding around this past winter, even though I made a video about how to make it suck less, it still sucks. And if it's 30-some degrees outside, you know, I'll still go. Even if it's raining outside, maybe like 70, 60, 50 degrees, I'll go. But I'm not going to go out in 30-something degree weather with it pouring down raining. As it just, my visor fogs up nonstop, and the wind chill is just ridiculous with everything being so wet. So that's mainly why it is that I just don't or haven't been riding my bike as often. We've gotten quite a few rain showers through here where it is that I live, and riding to work in such conditions with it being so wet and so cold out, I again would just rather take one of my other vehicles instead. But with spring coming around, temperatures warming up, it's not as bad when it's 50 degrees out and raining, or 60 degrees out and raining. That's something I can deal with a lot more. All right, so maintenance on the bike has been very simple. It's just been general stuff. You guys can see I just cleaned the chain before starting this video. It's really just been the typical stuff that you would do. Clean the chain, doing oil changes, change the battery not too long ago. The battery was 9 years old, believe it or not, and that was in the other video that I did, general maintenance video. And replaced a couple bolts here and there, put some Loctite on them. What else? Nothing really major, other than all the other upgrades that I've done and shown on my, maintenance list in past videos. Beyond that, it's really just been, like I said, adjusting, cleaning things. Obviously, trying the different sprockets that I've done as well. Adjusting, cleaning chain, things like that, just normal stuff. Nothing out of the ordinary. Bike's been running great. I did increase my MPG performance by lowering the gearing, which is something I just very recently did. So the bike has 1542 gearing now, and my average MPG has actually increased. My average MPG before was 45. Now my average MPG is about 47. My average MPG when riding on back roads was a little over 51, but now it's about 53.5. So overall, across the board, about 2 points MPG increase, depending on what type of situation I'm riding in. So it's a very welcome addition. Did lose a little bit of a top end, but I'm still able to ride on the highway and not go over my rev limit. And my rev limit for this bike is 5,000 RPM. Why is that? I don't rev this bike, and you probably noticed in the gearing videos that I've done, I only measure RPM speeds up to, right before 5,000 RPM, right? I don't go to 5,000 RPM, and I don't go beyond 5,000 RPM, mainly because it's fabled that this bike will start to consume oil if revved at 5,000 or higher. So, this bike's been around for over 30 years now. If that's the case, and folks say that that's what causes it, well, I'm just not going to do it. And this bike makes plenty of power at 4,500 RPMs, 4,000 RPMs and below for my use cases. So there's no need to push it that far. I'm just not going to do it. And hopefully, whatever issue, mainly oil burning or oil consumption, is what develops. Hopefully I don't ever develop that issue. And with a thermal bob on there, and me watching the oil for the past couple oil changes, I don't have it, and I hope to never develop it. All right. That's pretty much about maintenance. Nothing really to document on that. It's a KLR, what do you expect? Now, when going on with the door dashing and the Uber Eats, why is it that I just suddenly wanted to start doing food deliveries? Well, starting from last year, obviously, when I still had, or I still do have, the RX-3 back there, but when I was still using the RX-3 as my main method of transportation and going through the challenges that I was going through back then, I wanted to start doing food deliveries mainly because I wanted to start saving up money, having extra stream of income. Although I do these YouTube videos and have been posting in Facebook groups and things of that nature, I'm not monetized for any of that work, and it does take a lot of time and it takes a lot of energy to do all of that. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to do some type of gig work to have another extra stream of income, so that way I could help save up enough money to buy this bike or a bike just like it. Because in that video, that's exactly what I stated I wanted to get. I was looking at getting a KLR 650. And, you know, at the time, that was my intention, was to get a little bit more extra money so that way I can start saving up to purchase a different bike. But then very shortly thereafter, you know, my father, he passed away, had a lot of other unplanned expenses that went along, because when my father passed away, you know, it was very unexpected. He didn't have any life insurance, anything set up, put aside. Maybe he had a will, don't know. Couldn't find anything. So everything was kind of sprung on us, and well, we had to make some very quick decisions to settle his affairs. So at that time, my financial situation, which was already kind of questionable, started to turn for the worse. A lot of the money that I was saving up really for emergency expenses very quickly got depleted, trying to take care of all those other familiar affairs. And obviously, I also, out of those funds, once the RX-3 became to the point where it was just no longer practical to keep it in operation, I just had to, you know, go ahead and purchase another vehicle as well. And that's where this came from. So now that I've finally been activated on these, you know, Uber Eats or DoorDash platforms, my goal is to now, because I've already got the bike now, my goal is to utilize, you know, DoorDash and Uber Eats to help me build up my savings account once again, kind of recoup financially from all of the, you know, hardships from last year. One, the financial loss of just buying a very unreliable bike to begin with. Two, you know, father passing away, and just other very unnecessary and unexpected expenses. Just trying to build that emergency fund back up, and also, you know, hopefully just have a lot more extra disposable funds to fund other projects in the future as well. Like I've said, there's still certain upgrades that I would like to do on the KLR, such as the suspension and things of that nature. That money has to come from somewhere. Obviously, it's not coming from YouTube because, well, the channel is still quite small. But as far as creating content moving forward, I'll still do the ride-alongs, just so we have something. But I just want to kind of let you guys know that, you know, moving forward, as far as posting frequency, or as much as I'd like to continue to make very frequent videos, with me wanting to work as much as I want to. Again, making these videos, it just takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to edit. It takes a lot of time to put these things together. And I would much rather put that time towards going out there, making money, stacking up, putting food, money away for from food delivery and things of that nature, instead of sitting hours trying to piece a video together. So I'm not necessarily saying that this video is going to be the last for a long time. I'm still planning to do some videos of food deliveries, but it's probably going to be in a different fashion. As you guys have noticed, a lot of the two food delivery videos that I've made so far, they have background music and me talking. I think moving forward, I'm probably just gonna do the background music alone, and we'll have a grand total at the end, and that'll just be it. It just I don't know what I can do to make. I still want to make the content, but I don't know what it is that I can do to make the editing process quicker and easier for me, so that way I can continue to put content out there for you guys, but at the same time have enough free time for myself to be able to do what it is that I need to do personally. But yeah, also just so you guys know, DoorDash and Uber Eats, it's not my main gig. I just have a regular 9-to-5 job. This bike is still used to go to my main job, but then once my main job is over, that's when I have the time to either go out there and make food deliveries, or I'm home, with the wife and kids. I'm also, I'm on break from school, but I have other responsibilities as well, either through church or other community obligations. So I got a lot on my plate, and something has to give, basically is what I'm saying. I really like making these videos. It's very fun for me, and I hope it's very fun for you guys as well. But I just want to let you guys know, if you don't see as many frequent updates or many frequent uploads, well, you know why. So there's that. Once again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for continuing to support. We made it to 100 videos. I mean, gosh, 100 videos. If you do the math on that, I think I've basically pumped out a video, because my first video was sometime, even before then. I was posting on Facebook way before I even started posting on YouTube. But gosh, 100 videos on YouTube, and I think my very first video that I posted on YouTube was I just went back to check, it was February 3rd of 2022. And that was exactly from the day of me recording this, 399 days ago, almost 400 days ago. So with 100 videos in almost 400 days, that's one video every 4 days on average. That's a lot. Especially when a lot of these videos, some of them, like the should you buy a CSC motorcycle to save money on gas video, some other review videos, some of these videos take multiple days to edit and put together. Not only that, but also the essays that I was writing with some of the write-ups that I was doing in Facebook groups. It's just a lot. But yeah, man. So, as you guys can see, I gotta gotta take a little bit of a break from that, especially I'm trying to utilize my time to focus more towards other things. So I hope you guys will understand. All right. Well, once again, thank you guys for following along with me thus far. I will still be making some content, not as frequent, but I'll still be making some content. Keep a lookout for the DoorDash and Uber Eats ride-along videos. It's probably just going to be with music over them, just because it's fun and nice to do. And any significant modifications, whenever it is that I may do them, whenever it is I get around to it, I'll get to it. And also just general updates. I'm still going to be looking to do, well, maybe not the 6-month update, because this is technically the 5-month update with the KLR 650 right now. So there's no point in doing the 6-month update. We'll look at a 9-month update maybe, or possibly, who knows. We'll just wait until a year is up to see whether or not we have reached our goal of hitting, I believe it was over 11,000 miles or 12,000 miles. That would be the point where this bike pays for itself, and we'll see whether or not we have officially reached the point where we can save money on gas. Okay, so until next time, guys, stay safe out there, and peace.